Welcome to Uniformity without Conformity, the Constitution Dream. Part 2. If we take 9/11 and look at just what the people did, not whether or not certain pieces and parties are guilty of it, let's look at the people. They epitomized uniformity without conformity. When tragedy happened, what did Americans do? Did they sit around and ask whether each other were Muslims or Catholics or Protestants or agnostics or atheists? Nope. Did anyone ask if they were gay or straight or anything of that nature? Nope. Did they worry about who was men and who was women, who was white, who was black? Did any of that happen? No. They united under one common goal or idea: to save the lives of fellow Americans. This is the American dream. This is what it means. You can cite different wars, whether or not we got into them legally or not. Those soldiers unite under a common cause. The soldiers who don the uniform, for the most part, believe in this. Read the entire pledge or oath that the military gives. It's all about defending the Constitution. It doesn't force them to conform to anything, nor does it force anyone in America to conform to anything. And anything that is to the contrary to that, if there's a law that's demanding that you conform to someone else's ideological mindset, that's conformity. That's not the American dream. The Constitution and the American dream was all about that, uplifting the common man or woman, no matter their orientation or background. It was an organic document. The forefathers worded it that way. They took it upon themselves to make it an organic document, leaving in the ability to change things, like who got to be free and who didn't. You saw that through the 13th Amendment. It simply was changed. There are some unconstitutional amendments in there. They need to be dealt with. But we will never overcome our problems without unity, uniformity of idea, uniformity in the idea that we all want to be free and to slough off an oppressive government. And that is what this is all about. That is what I sit and try and talk to people. It's what the Constitution is about. It's all of us coming together with one cause: freedom for all. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for all. If you look at the men and women on 9/11 who went as rescue workers, who are now dying and are being refused medical treatment, that was their idea: to save as many people as they could, to get in there and do what had to be done. I don't care what the people are, what the people believe that were in there dying. We have to get in there and get them. That's what America's all about. That's what the root ideas of the Constitution are about. That's why the original Constitution for the United States of America, and that is its proper title, was all about being an organic document. The one they force feed you now is not an organic document. They want to give you civil rights and civil liberties, which is nothing more than something that the government grants you and can take away. You're the power, and you don't have to conform to anything. That is the greatest pinnacle point of the Constitution, is non-conformity. There are specific things it tells you have to do to secure your rights. That's the uniformity portion. Carry a gun, own a firearm. Read the portions about the militia, how you're supposed to police your own streets, how you're supposed to help your fellow man. Doesn't mean you have to agree with what he says. That is the beauty of it. The government has lost its way. The government no longer views this as the correct opinion. They pass law after law forcing you to conform. And you follow it. They spew your TVs and your children's mind with conformity. So why do you think your children rebel? Because they're spewed lying propaganda. They're being forced to do things that they are just going to rebel against. Nobody wants conformity. That was the whole reason why this country was founded in the first place. And the original document secured that. It secured that for everyone. Does it need corrections? Sure. But that's why it's an organic document, and it's allowed to grow. And we, the people, sit in authority over that document. Not Congress, not the president. It's we, the people. Uniformity without conformity is the greatest dream. It's the dream of the republic. You've been lied to and told that it's a democracy. It is not. We live in a representative republic, not in a democracy. And a representative republic is all about individual liberties and the right not to conform, as long as you don't infringe on other people's rights and freedoms. That is the reality. I speak these things to people, and I talk about unity, and I find nothing but hatred, and I become accosted by people who just don't understand. They don't grasp the simplest of ideas, that the government is not what I'm here to defend. The Constitution is what I'm here to defend. And I'm telling you, it possesses all the solutions. Whether you believe it or not, I can take the Constitution into any community. I don't care what community is or where it is. Inner city, outer city, suburbia, whatever. And you can fix your problems. You just refuse to realize that because you think that it's some evil document or something of that nature. You've been programmed that way. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry that you feel that way, because the document is truly about uniformity without conformity. I can answer any questions that people would like, but that's the reality of it. If you choose not to see that, that is not our fault. You don't have to give up anything of your personal identity. Nothing. I don't care if you want to call yourself a space alien, a Nubian. I don't care what you want to call yourself. You don't have to change anything. You just have to get behind everyone else and protect those rights through unity. That's uniformity without conformity. That's how it works. Please, think about it. Read the document for yourself and understand. Thank you.